If I am, and you're watching this as a VOD later, then bear with me. I'm just getting set up. And we'll have some StarCraft going very soon. Alright, looks good. Let's test out the volume a little bit here. Check the balance. That seems good. Seems pretty good. All right, looks like everything's ready to go. So, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Multrap here. My mic messed up there. All right, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Multrap here. Welcome to another edition of VODs and Chill. Is that even the right word for this? Another show? Hey, it's chat is too small on my screen. It's 0.90. How's it going, sir? Let's go. Let's go indeed. Welcome to another edition of VODs and Chill, where we watch some classic StarCraft games and chit-chat about whatever floats our boat. This is going to be a good game, actually. So I usually start off the day by just picking some random game that that YouTube recommends me. Ready to roll out. It's Babamas. The that's a siege tank line, right? Oh wait, Pro League. So yeah, I usually just start with something, whatever random video YouTube recommends to me, but this is actually like, feels like it's probably gonna be a good game. C versus Jadong. This is gonna be pretty hype. Apologies for starting a little bit late today. I was kind of had a busy afternoon, and then I was like trying to get stuff together, and I had to restart my computer. I guess one and a half times, sort of, to try and get Restream to work. I say 1.5 because I had to restart it completely once, but then there was another time when I like had to like close a bunch of stuff and restart OBS to try and get to work, and then anyway. How you doing? How are gentlemen doing today? Yes, it is Andromeda. A little bit fitting too, because I remember at the last live stream, Kenan Khan was doing trivia, and he was like, "What is the map that Jelizerk is 10-0 on? Like has a 10-0 record on?" I was like, I had to think about it, and he gave me a hint or two, but I was like, I think it's Andromeda. Isn't that the name of that space map? So I kind of had it in my mind a little bit. Absolutely. Right on. So yeah, I like this map. I like this map for sure. This is a fun map. It's just almost always great games on this map, right? So Jadong versus Sea Shield in the Pro League, and I think this might be a winners league actually. I'm not sure. ZVT, you had to deal with tank drops behind the third. Yeah, I mean, by the time you've got a third base, well, I guess you could try and get early tank drops if a Zerg's getting a quick third, right? Usually you're kind of, you know, you're getting mutas by a certain point, and you don't have to, you've got something to deal with it. This one Marine is going to slowly and steadily take down the entire building by itself. Can you imagine? You're in the Marine Corps, you're in the Space Marines, right? And your sergeant is like, all right, your job You see that giant building over there? Yeah, the big supply depot. It's, you know, it's a building that provides supplies for tens of thousands of people. It's several stories tall and wide. It's made of space concrete, which is a new futuristic material that's incredibly solid. I want you to go over to that building. I want you to shoot it with your gun until it's gone. No, you don't get any explosive. Just your gun. Just go ahead, shoot it with your gun. Just over and over. Just a lot of shoot. Just shoot. Keep shooting. Just keep shooting it until the whole building is done. This game is so unrealistic. This Zergling is making a hero's journey right here. Oh, he got all the way in and he stopped. He got all the way in and he stopped. I don't think he expected to get that far. Yeah, he must have a good gun, right? Hopefully he gets promotion. Like, that was one of those things where it's like, well, you made it into the base. What are you gonna do now? I don't know. I didn't expect to get this far. I didn't expect a single Ling was gonna be able to run all the way into the enemy base. So I think that was probably just a Ling that was meant to like scout army size, maybe check for expansion. We made it all the way in there, and he's like, "Oh, look, it's some barracks. I'll just chill here." Yeah, man. All the pro gamers, they look so young now. I mean, actually, I didn't watch much StarCraft at all from like 2012 till like last year. And I remember tuning into the ASL and seeing like Light and Flash, and I was like, "Oh my god, they got so old." I mean, I got old too. I got older than they did, but it was just like so funny to see their old faces and be like, "Oh my god, these kids that I watched playing StarCraft, they're not kids anymore. They're grown-ups. What the heck?" So yeah, but now seeing that going back, it's the opposite effect now. It's like, oh my gosh, they were so young back then. Especially if you go back and watch like, you know, Stork in like 2006 or whatever, or 2005. Such a baby. Flash is a chubby sword. He's going into the not quite military. I wonder if he's still gonna have to do a lot of physical training, even though he's not in the military. But you know, if you're in military training, you're probably gonna get a little bit fitter, right? This is another hero Zergling. It's gonna get all the way. Is he really gonna get all the way in again? I mean, he scouts the factory. That's not like super crazy or anything like that. Although at least he does know, okay, it's not like 2 starport rush or something like that if he's just now seeing the factory. One in at 180, came out at 178 after 9 weeks of basic. Well, I don't know. Now, was that because you gained muscle though? Or something like that? 9 weeks isn't like a ton of time. Even if you're training really hard, 9 weeks is not a lot of time to like make a significant weight loss. But I mean, like, in Korea, they're supposed to be in the military for 2 years, right? So, I don't know. I've been losing weight lately, and people have been like, "Oh, Moltrap, have you lost weight?" But I think I've been losing more muscle than fat, because I just haven't been able to go to the gym in like a year and a half, basically. So, I have been losing weight, but I've also can tell I've gotten scrawnier. Firebat versus Overlord. The battle of the century. Who will win? Oh, Firebat versus brand new base. Is he gonna fly his mutas all the way up there? Oh, that's so funny. He's actually stimming the Firebat. Oh, he stimmed the Firebat to go after the drone, and he's gonna miss his chance though. I think the hatchery's already down, yeah. He actually ran his mutas all the way up to the top right. Just to kill the Firebat. Ran 5Ks every morning, calisthenics every day, hot box workouts afterwards. Jesus. Oh, in San Antonio summer. Jeez. Oh man. Maybe I should do that though. I should run a 5K every morning. The thing is weight loss is entirely about in versus out. So if you're running a 5K every morning, that's what, you know, 500 calories or something like that you're burning, and then you're eating an extra hot dog or whatever because you're so hungry because you ran a 5K, it evens out and like you don't actually lose weight, right? So, and if you're doing that much training, you don't want to cut your food, you know, that's... Yeah, I mean, it's yeah, as long as you are burning more than you're taking in, you're gonna lose weight no matter what it is you're eating. But it is easier to cut food than it is to add extra exercise, right? Like, what is he doing with these links? He's trying to do a backstab, I guess. Maybe he thought C's forces were out in the middle of the map. Didn't think he'd have anything at home. Did you guys see that? Battle cruisers. Battle cruisers. Best exercise is swimming. Is that because it's like full body or something? I didn't know that. I was in like calories per hour or something. But yeah, I think it's easier to cut out food than it is to add extra exercise. So, but you gotta do both. What is going on, by the way? This is kind of a crazy game that like nothing major has happened yet. Like we haven't really had a ton. We had a little bit of Mutalisk harassment. We haven't really had C like attacking. I mean, I guess C is like, you know what? I can try and get 3 bases pretty quick. Well, he's on 2 bases right now. Oh man, he's trying to go for those vessels really hard, losing some mutas and links. Oof, that was actually not good. Hey, Kung Piss Tank. Cause it's cold? Maybe. Okay, he's making research at the science facility. I mean, that's probably irradiate. Duh. But, this is kind of crazy that, like... Oh, Jaedong snuck a 3rd there? What a cheeky 3rd base. Or not 3rd, it's a 4th, like a 5th base, actually. But that's like kind of a, it's like almost a stupid spot for a base, honestly. Like, there's no way C is not going to see that, right? But this has been a kind of a nuts game where it's just like, they did like a no rush 20 or something. Oh, that irradiate was harsh. Oh, Jaedong is losing so much and he's not getting anything of it. I feel like C is about to win this game. But then again, I think Jaedong might have gotten enough ahead from all this distraction that he might be okay. Battle cruiser operational. It's true, some dude look into it. Heating your body takes a lot of energy. Okay, interesting. Sometimes it's all about making the wrong move at the right time. Yeah. An ex-NASA engineer. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Scourge. I mean, this is kind of weird because like, if you have the Scourge for it, like it's really efficient, isn't it? 6 Scourge is what? What is it? 225 gas and like almost no minerals. So it's like almost as much gas. But yeah, see, this is what he needs to do. He needs to protect the BCs with some medic and not attack a spore. So like both players are kind of making some mistakes here, I feel like. Oh, he gets the Ultra's Cavern! That is sick! He looks like he's gonna lose both of his vessels. Here's the counter though. That is so many cows! Look at the amount of cows! And C's just like chilling with a bunch of units. They're not doing anything. I guess they're camped outside Jaedong's main to make sure he can't get more units out, but... Oh, that's pretty sick, actually. The SCV block with the Marines behind it, that's really sick. And now the VCs come back. What is C doing, though, with his main like, that force in front of Jaedong's base is just chilling. Like, go kill an expansion or something, at least, if you're not going to fall back. So, yeah, Scourge are, like, really efficient against battlecruisers if you don't have enough BCs to kill them, and you don't have medic marines to like support them and kill the Scourge. So the question is, has he already gotten the upgrades for the Ultralisks? Because if he killed the cavern in the middle of an upgrade, that's kind of important. Yeah, see, he took out the third base. He could have taken it out way earlier, I think. Anyway, that's interesting. I had not thought of that aspect of it, that like actually heating your body is part of the exercise. Like your body is kicking in and being like, I'm cold, I'm going to create more energy as a result. So that means I should go out running when it's cold more than when it's warm, I guess. Usually it's not super comfortable though. I usually bundle up, or not bundle up, but I'll wear something else. It's flipped as well, so you burn less calories if you're running in heat. Oh, you burn extra calories to cool. Huh. How do you burn calories to cool off though? Because the only way to cool off is to sweat, right? I feel like it wouldn't take too much energy to sweat. Oh, those vessels are screwed! Oh, maybe not. No, he saved all of them. That's pretty sick. See, now C just has a bunch of stuff. See, Jaedong... we'll see if he can hold off here, but it doesn't look like he is. Because he doesn't have defilers. Oh, the ultras from the back. He needed to do both. He needed to have ultras from both sides. You can't run in with some units and then run in with the others. Oh, he still might get him though. Cows are too strong. Okay, he did get the Carapace upgrade. That's why he's got 5 Carapace on the ultras. I think C only has +2 weapons. And now he's losing the vessels too. I think this is a comeback right here. Oh man. Yeah, I heard that too, that Phelps eats so much food because he, every workout he's burning like 3,000 calories or some stuff. So he just gets out and eats a huge meal and recuperates or whatever. Need +1 Carapace on air. Oh, does that block the Scourge from getting killed by the BCs or something? These ultras are so strong. What kind of upgrades? Yeah, he only has +2 upgrades. Oh, look at this battlecruiser with 31 kills. Holy sh! There's the MVP. Oh my gosh, that one BC took out so much stuff. Now C's only been on 2 bases. He's just getting a 3rd right now. So that's the crucial thing, is that Jaedong has had a pretty big economy this whole game. BC's one-shot them. Okay. I never did bother. I wish I'd taken more time to memorize all those stats and stuff and the different matchups of the attacks versus Carapace and all that. I kind of knew the basics, but I never really actually memorized all the numbers. Killed a whole office of drones. I think it killed 2 offices of drones. There's the... Okay, now we got Dark Swarms, finally. It's like kind of late. I mean, I guess he didn't... I guess he didn't feel like he had enough to get Defilers and Ultras, and he went for the Ultras instead. It looks like it was his plan from the beginning, though, to get early Ultras. Or get quicker Ultras. That's a good cancel right there. So Jaedong kept the top right though, right? He still has that base? Even if he didn't lose it, even if he lost a bunch of drones? Man, I wonder how many kills that BC ended up with. Did it die? Or is it still out there? It's like a legend in the Zerg. Oh, he irradiated the injured one. That's too bad. It's like the legend in the Zerg is like, oh, there was this one battlecruiser that killed an entire base by itself, and it's some people say it still roams the air to this day. There's the swarm. Does he have any fire bats? No bats. Everything dies. Oh, there's one fire bat. It's running in without medics. It's gonna die though. Yeah, that's too bad. They look almost bored. They're like, that one Zergling under the Dark Swarm. Ah, rip Zergling. Okay, here we go. I'm not sure if Jaedong's gonna be able to. I mean, I was gonna say. I don't know if he's gonna be able to respond to these drops well enough. I think he's playing a little bit too scrappy. But that is the mark of the best programmers, is they can deal with those scrappy situations in different parts of the map better than anyone else. So Jaedong, of all people, could probably deal with it. We'll see. There's the swarm. Oh. What was that? Oh, the D-Matrix drop. He like ran the Scourge after the vessel and then like didn't attack? I don't know what happened there. Oh man. He's still mining his main. That's kind of crazy. Alright, that Ultra has popped out at exactly the right time or exactly the wrong time. Oh, it's stuck! It's stuck! It died while stuck and finally got out. Actually, I guess it wasn't stuck, it was just glitched. Look at this, he's trying to run all of his stuff back into his main base to deal with this, and he's got like a log jam there. Is he gonna get the hive? If he targets it, he can get it. He's targeting the hive. He's targeting the hive. He got it. Now, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter that he got the hive, because he doesn't need any more hive buildings. But if he gets one of the hive buildings, then that's a problem. To have one Scourge is just being lazy, just sitting there while dropship flies by. Scourge is like, I don't want to die. Oh, sick plague. Oh man, he got like half the army. Imagine if he gotten it right on the middle of that, gotten like the whole army there. He still got a lot of units there. It was like 15 units got plagued there. Rip medic energy. Medics are never gonna have energy again. I wonder if anyone's done the math or anything to see what the heal rate is of medics that don't have energy versus the full energy ones. Because they can still generate energy and use it, generate energy and use it. It's just slower, right? But I wonder how much slower it is. Ultra just sitting there under the Dark Swarm. Just sitting there getting shot. Oh, another sick plague. He got all the vessels this time. This is when restoration might be good. And C he can't stim. 1 energy equals 2 HP. Yeah, but I guess it's like I wonder what I guess it's up to the regeneration rate of the medics versus how fast they can heal. I don't know. I kind of want to test it out, but then again, I don't know if I actually care. I don't know if I care that much, I should say. Alright, where's the one muta? The one muta or the one clump of hydras to kill? There they are! There they are. I called it. Oh, 2 mutas just killed like 8 vessels. Oh man, this is so funny. C was planning on taking top left. Oh, he's taking the extra base. Oh, that's right. I forgot there's the mineral only third. I forgot about that. I think it's min only, right? Hey, Mega Ferkos. SK Terran at its finest. This is definitely SK Terran, true. It's like, this is like quintessential SK Terran. He's just been so good at his macro. Oh, he restored! He got restoration! He used restoration on the vessels. He plagued his own Ultralist, but doesn't even care. Run, Defiler! No. You actually remember this specific game? I mean, it's a pretty amazing game, but it's not like it was a finals or anything. I usually remember finals or whatever more than random Pro League games. But I don't know, this game isn't even over yet. It could get even more epic. You were looking for crazy macro bio games on YouTube. Okay. This is definitely one of them. This is definitely one of them. Man, he could have had 12 vessels right now. Instead he has 2. But he is macroing like a boss though. Just Medic Marine's insanity. It's interesting that he's not stimming a lot, I feel like. Like when he's running, oh my god. Just insanity going on in the middle of the map randomly. Oh, C's like moving over to the right side there. Okay, that time he was on stim, but I feel like he's not stimming a lot with his units. He might be on purpose, but like he's you know, like when he's dodging dark swarms, he's not like stimming out of the dark swarm or whatever. He's actually just walking out. But now that I say that, I just saw him stim a couple times unnecessarily, so maybe he's not being that careful after all. Yeah, I mean, this is a definitely like quintessential SK Terran. C is just macroing like crazy. Although he did get the battle cruisers early on. I'm actually a little surprised we haven't seen more battle cruisers, because I think he kind of partly got them in anticipation of the Ultralisks. But now that there's, look at those Scourge. The Scourge are on hold position or something? Because they weren't attacking the command center. That was kind of weird. I thought they would have attacked because they were right next to it. Oh, he's cornered. Oh, look at that plague. Oh, he boxed him up against the side there. Nowhere to run. Just had to stand there and fight. And then he got the swarm down and the plague down. That's not good at all for C. He's like over here trying to build turrets. Well, C's got the island expansion. He's got top left. He's got side middle on the left. Uh-oh. Oh, he tried to make a medic wall. It didn't quite work. He got the irradiate on the Defiler, but not before it get close enough for the swarm. C is really, it's such an interesting thing that like C Shield was so good. He was actually like, I mean, here he is just duking it out with Jadong in 2008, right? He's such a strong player, but he just never got anywhere in the individual tournaments. It's just weird. I think round of 8 is the farthest he got, which is not nothing. Round of 8 is still good. But you know, as good as he was, you thought he would at least make it to a semifinal sometime, you know? It'd be interesting to go back and look at who his opponents were. You know, see like, oh, another nice play. See like when he got to the round of 8, who did he go up against? You know, like was he not getting into semifinals because he was getting like knocked out in the quarterfinals by like the Bisu and Jaedong or whoever, or Flash? Because he's the kind of player that, like, if he got to the semifinals, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be like, whoa, how did C get to the semifinals, right? He was good enough that, like, he felt like he was going to be able to. And that, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is he probably, it might have been a thing where he choked in individual leagues or something, you know? He just didn't, he didn't have the mental. What's that going to do? Is he going to get a plague? Oh, not a very good plague. It was interesting. He was aiming for he decided to get for like one vessel instead of trying to go for a lot of Marines. Yeah, I think it's probably a mental pressure thing for him. It was also, and something interesting, you take a guy like Bomber. Bomber was someone who was incredibly good at Brood War also. And I haven't seen him play Brood War much, so I can't be completely certain about this, but like his reputation, from what I understand, was that he was like the best practice partner. And I don't remember what he went. He went by a different name than Bomber in Brood War. I don't remember what he was on Eastro though, I think. And he couldn't get over it and like succeed in Brood War. But then in StarCraft 2, the fact that he had the best mechanics from being, you know, one of the best Brood War practice partners meant that he was able to succeed in StarCraft 2. So I don't know. It's interesting how the mental aspect of it is like a definite factor, you know. Oh, there's the plague. They're all pretty low already. Actually, I think they've been plagued before. Is he gonna drop? Is he gonna drop Lings? Yes! Just a handful of cracklings is all he needs in here. Oh, he's got a dropship coming. Oh, he's gonna save it. I was just thinking like 4 cracklings will take out all those SCVs. That is actually really clutch that he saw that Overlord and he sent his dropship immediately to counter. Save that base. It's actually really good. Like that, he has that multitasking ability. Oh, the mutas couldn't get in there this time. Come on, more BCs. Make more BCs. The fight for the middle is endless. Yeah, it's just so much back and forth slaughter all over the map. It'd be interesting to like look at just the minimap for this game and watch the little clumps of color moving around and stuff. Oh, he's coming back with more. Defense Matrix Marines! But there's nowhere to go. It's such a small island. 2 swarms is like more than enough. Oh, wait, he can get back in that corner. That's a rough spot to try and defend. Are all the SCVs? Yeah, all the SCVs are dead already. That's a really, really good idea of Jaedong to do those drops, though. It's really easy to make it effective. We're raiding and run overlords now. I think C has this. Oh, is he gonna get swarmed down here? Nope. Ooh. I think C has this though, because Jaedong hasn't been able to expand in like a long time. He got 3 o'clock back, but it's like that's it. C. Oh, he got top left. I didn't even see that. Oh, he got a couple vessels. Is he gonna try and take the base? Look at these vessels, so bold. So we're just gonna run into the enemy rally point. See what we can kill for free. Risk getting scourged. Yeah, but I feel like C... Well, I don't know if C is mining at 10 o'clock right now. That's kind of a big question for me. Yeah, but he's killing the top left base. That's crucial. And again, like the Jaedong has 3 o'clock and top right. It doesn't have a ton. He might run out of steam soon, but if he can use swarms and plagues and everything. Oh, C is actually mined out 3 o'clock. That changes my opinion, actually. I didn't realize he was mined out there. I thought he was still mining there. So C only has like 1, maybe 2 mining bases? Mass irradiates, nice. Fighting under Dark Swarm. Fall back! Just move to the left a little bit. Yeah, I'm trying to get back into jogging. I want to try and run actually a 10K at some point this year. And I've been too busy the last like week, so I haven't been running almost at all, but finally got in like a quick 13-minute run today. Oh, see, that's what happens when you're just running around your vessels everywhere, trying to get free kills and not keeping them with your army. He is making a hatchery right underneath. Surprised he hasn't sent something to try and take out the command center. I guess it doesn't matter. So yeah, I did a little quick run right beforehand just because since I haven't run in a week, I didn't want to like overdo it and try and go for a longer run. So this is like my little warm-up run, and then tomorrow I'll try and go for a longer one. Oh. He's probably killed like, how many vessels has he killed this game? 30? 40? He's actually killed so many vessels. It's kind of ridiculous. Is my chat messed up, by the way? If you guys aren't chatting, it's fine. I don't mind. I just want to make sure nothing's screwed up, because last time the chat was screwed up. And I didn't know it. Oh well. Oh, it seems fine. Okay, cool. Someone had to... The Twitch chat wasn't working on my overlay. And someone had to go on YouTube and be like, Twitch chat isn't working. Luckily, I had both chats, I guess. That's a nice drop. No defiler, though. And they just said that. I just heard the Korean caster say, oh, he still has the defiler and the ultra from before. On that island. It's funny because if C kills that base, he's still got the command center floating there also. He can just retake it. There's an ultralist just chilling there. He got the base. That bottom middle base has been traded back and forth now. Ugh. Go, Ultralist, go! You can do it! Nope. Oh, he did get the Marines. He's gonna die now, but... So C has 3 bases now. What does Jaedong have? I think Jaedong is gonna run out of steam He's taking out so many vessels, but C's just keeps making them. He still has cows. I think this is it. It doesn't seem like Jaedong has much left. This is Jaedong's first-person view. No, this is C's first-person view, and he has 100. He has 200 supply. He's maxed basically. He's like got, yeah. So, and Jaedong definitely doesn't have max supply. So the question is, what is C waiting for? If he's maxed out, he should be gathering and like attack moving top right, right? Maybe it's just, maybe he knows he has it in the bank and he in the bag, and he kind of wants to just play it safe and slow. Maybe he just knows he's gonna lose all his vessels again, and he wants to wait until he makes new ones. Cancel the factory? A little surprising. I thought he might switch up into getting more tanks or something like that. But nope. Again, he's just committed to SK Terran. Cancels the factory, makes a third starport. Keep feeling it's kind of weird that he's only been on 2 starports this whole time, actually. So now he's able to retake bottom middle. Jaedong's trying to retake it. And cracklings are just too freaking strong. And I feel like C's gonna take this. I still am feeling like he's just in a dominant position. He's gonna lose another vessel. Again. Oh well. Yeah, it's Jaedong's running out now. He's running out of stuff. He's just like, you can tell he's like just kind of out of energy. He's not attacking anymore. He's doing little drops, but he's not actually like mounting a huge force. But again, I don't know why C isn't just going like and killing him. Like if you're maxed out, you've got map control. Why not just kill your opponent? It's got like 5 or 6 fire bats in that group. Scared of plagues? I guess. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I guess he's just trying to play it safe and figuring as long as he doesn't screw up and he defends, he wins the long game, right? So no reason to go and attack and risk getting counterattacked. We just keep your forces back, I guess. There's a nice little couple swarms. C kills the main, but that's not a big deal. Oh, actually, he took out the command center hecka fast. Oh, he's got fire bats in the bunkers. Nice. Oh, where's the dark swarm on the bunker, though? Is he actually going to get the bunker? No, he stopped attacking it. Okay, now C's finally going to kill him. That's GG. That's GG. Lost his main, lost 3 o'clock. And crucially, he didn't kill C in the top left. He killed one of the bases, but he didn't get like a killing blow on like all 3 bases or anything like that. And Wild Mofo appears. Long-time fan here from the SC2GG era with peeps like Nuke the Stars, Deja Vu. Damn, this brings good memories. How's it going, Wild Mofo? Welcome back. Or not, maybe not welcome back. Good to see you again, I guess. If you said you've been a long-time fan, I'm back, but maybe you've been here the whole time. And there's the GG finally. C Shield. See, that's the thing. In the team league, he can beat anyone, right? He can beat Jaedong. All right, so let's check something here. Let's see if we can find out about who C was playing in the Star Leagues that he like lost. Like, why is he losing in the round of 8? You know. And this is the dual tournament. Even though it says gold and silver, these are the challenge leagues that they're like the little tournaments to get into the real tournament. So those don't really count. Display all leagues played. Okay, so really oh, never mind. Okay, we got 2008. So let's see, he had 8 games. Oh, that's the offline prelims. Where's one he played? Okay, here, Incruit Star League. Let's see how far he got in Incruit Star League. Didn't even get into the round of 8, it looks like. This is not a... Why is this a bracket? This is not a bracket. I guess it kind of is. It's weird. Kind of a cool bracket, actually. Anyway, game list. So let's see what C Shield. So C looks like he beat Pure. And then in the group stage, he lost to Fantasy and Stork. Okay, you know what? There's no shame in losing to Fantasy and Stork. Yeah, Deja Vu and Varoche. and Nuke the Stars. That's some old school names right there. And that's you're a true old school fan when you know. Oh, you guys couldn't see that. I didn't have it in the right tab. Sorry. Anyway, let's look at a different game though. If you know Deja Vu and Varoche, then you're old school, man. All right, let's see here. Korean Air OSL. Let's see what this has. So, yeah. So he beat Great. Looks like he did get out of the group stage, and he lost to Stork in the round of 8. Okay, so you know, I think it's a round of 8. Let's see what else. What else was he in? Here's the Bacchus OSL. Bacchus OSL. He lost. He beat Killer and he got into the group stage, or whatever this was, and he lost to Mind and Stork and Shine. So he was just like a little bit unlucky that he just went up against the best players in the early stages, right? What about this one? Oh, that's the dual. Jin Air OSL. How far did he get in there? Fantasy and Sue? Lost to Sue? I guess he lost to Fantasy in the group stage, but still. Looks like he's mostly losing in the group stage. I don't know, man. So that's C Shield for you. Came ASAP when you heard my Artosis interview. Oh, was that one from like, that was like 6 months ago or something, right? It was like a while ago, I think. You're talking about what was it? Oh, here's another game between C and Jaedong. From 2011. Let's watch this one. Do take requests, by the way, if there's anything you guys want to watch. There we go. Is this an ace match? Is that why they were like surprised who it was? See, the champion of the people, always failing in solo. Yep. Yeah, oh, Pylon Show. Is that what you're talking about, Wild Mofo? The Pylon Show? Yeah, I'm back on YouTube, back on Twitch. Yes! Hello! I don't know how, I'm not sure how your name is. Is it D-I-E Septhi? Or is it Diasepthi? Or Dies Epthy? Thank you for the follow. Yes, I am back. I've been back for a little over a year now, actually. Been back for a little while. Off and on, you know, I was like traveling sometimes, and so I wasn't able to post a lot. But yeah, I'm back. Septhi, all right, sounds good. Well, welcome. Glad you found it. All right, I'm gonna fast forward to the actual game here, so we can watch the game after all the hype. I think this is 2011, right? Yeah, this is 2011. Well, welcome, gentlemen. Good to see you guys. Used to watch my YouTube. Nice. I'm back on YouTube as well. Mostly just doing old games, though. Since I took several years off, obviously. And so I don't know anything about any of the StarCraft that's been played in the last, like, 8 or 9 years, basically. Until a little bit recently. So I was like, well... Crazy Bio Macro. Cool. So, well, Mega Farrakos, do you want to watch that one on stream? Or are you just saying it was another one that you... Because you already watched it, we don't have to watch it again. But if you want, we can watch that one next. Oh, it's a shot clip? Alright, let's check it out real quick. Oh. Hold on a second here. I gotta get the right window up here. Oh, Flash's macro. This is gonna be a baller. Alright. I'm not sure what we're gonna see here, but that's just a ton of Marines. It's like an ocean of Marines. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think I've seen this before. They show his barracks, right? And they show the Marines pop out and the barracks immediately start going again, right? Like he just doesn't stop producing Marines. It's so sick. He's just got an ocean of bio. I think that's is that Shine? I don't know who that is. Oh, so this is clipped together, showing different parts where they show the macro, and they keep going back to the barracks. Man, Flash is just such a genius. Anyway, but yeah, no, I'm not still casting in Korea. I I left Korea in 2011 or 12. Was it 2011 or 12? I actually don't even remember. I think it was 2011. I left at the end of 2011. That's right. And then I was just so burnt out on esports and just games and whatever and StarCraft that I kind of just like I had to peace out. It was too much stress, too much anxiety, and like just bad mojo going on. So I just basically took off, and then several years later I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll come back to StarCraft. So I came back actually right before the pandemic. I came back right as the pandemic started, but it was kind of a coincidence. I was planning on coming back anyway. So it was like, oh, well, not only am I planning on coming back, but now I got laid off, so I had some spare time. No matter how hard you try, you will never quit the SC community. Glad the OG still hang around. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, no, I haven't been casting in Korea for a long time. The SC community is a bittersweet one. I've gotten so much good things out of StarCraft, and some people in the community are just absolutely amazing, but the StarCraft community can be very bitter as well. Very, you know, there's toxic elements of the StarCraft community, and that's part of why I got burnt out on it so many years ago, you know? If only we get Klazart and Cholera back. Yeah, man. Did you know Diggity's back too? Diggity's casting on YouTube again, and he's doing live streaming also. And sometimes he does live streaming of StarCraft, like the BSL. Sometimes he does other games. So Rise is pseudo back. He's come back and he's done some games, but he's kind of like on a break again right now. So But I don't know what Cloudart and Collar are up to. Well, I kind of know what Cloudart's up to, but I haven't. I looked him up once, but I don't know too much about what he's up to. But I haven't been able to talk to him lately, so I don't know exactly how he's doing or anything like that. Cholera, I have no clue what he got up to. No idea. And I can't look him up because Cholera, I do know his real life name, but it's like a common name. So like if I try to look up Cholera, it'd be like, you know, if I try to look up like John Smith, basically, like there'd just be so many people with that name that it'd be impossible to actually find him specifically, you know. Probably, I don't know. Yeah, Cloudart was I think when he was like retiring from casting, he was getting more into writing. I remember he had an idea to do a graphic novel. I'm not sure if that ever got made or not, actually. But he wanted to make a graphic novel also. Anyway, so yeah, but Nuke the Stars, he's not casting, but he's still around. I talk to him on Twitter sometimes. I don't remember which one it was. It was actually one of those. I think it was either Deja Vu or Roche. One of them came into my chat like 6 months ago or something like that. I think, or maybe Diggity talked to them. I don't know. But some of those old school folks are just kind of still around. So we'll see if this is a similar game or not. C is just macroing up. I mean, this is turning into a macro game for sure, like the previous one. We'll see if it gets to be as crazy of a long game or not. That was a long game. I didn't see how long it was, but that was like at least a 30-minute game, I think. That was kind of nuts. They like took every base on Andromeda. Alright, here come the mutas. Here they come. Just see if I could look up someone on the other side, actually, like. Oh, it's actually just gonna annihilate that whole force with just Mutiling. I thought about it and I was like, let me just look up Cholera's name, see if maybe I can find him. But no, it's like I said, it's just too many. I love this. I love this attacking the turrets with the lings. Looks like he's still going to defend pretty well though. But oh, I thought they were hidden from camera way in the back, but they got a shot of him. What am I hearing in my... Hold on a second. Okay, sorry, that was weird. There's some kind of echo going on with this Korean cast, I think. And I'm hearing like extra voices in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear it because it's turned down for you guys, but... Anyway, so I had to pause it to see, like, do I have another video running also in the background? Do I have two games going? Yeah, it's just like a little tiny thing in the background, so I didn't think you would hear it, but I just wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy. I mean, I may still be crazy, but at least I'm not crazy for that reason. It's interesting how they have the first person view at the bottom like that. It doesn't take up much space. Oh, free tank! Oh, he's not gonna get it! He did get it. Here you go. He went back for it. Good. That's pretty big, actually. Killing that first tank is a big deal. More Marines, too? He's just throwing away links, but it doesn't even matter. And now he's got lurkers? He might even just contain him right here. He's got 3 bases. He's going to go for a little bit of a contain. And killing that tank means that the contain is going to take a lot longer to break out of. Oh, he's got vessels soon, though. Yeah, so I mean, this is classic. Oh. Hold on a second. This is classic Zerg though right here. Oh, is he gonna get the vessel? Oh, he got it! He got it. Oh my gosh. He lost every single Mutalisk for it, but he got the vessel. And again, this is classic Zerg, you know, he's just slowing down the Terran to get all of his tech and bases up. Oh, he's leaving 1 lurker. He leaves 1 lurker to force the scan. How genius is that? He forces the scan on 1 lurker because he knows he doesn't have vessels. He's doing just an absolute genius job of slowing C's push down. He's delayed him by 2 or 3 minutes at this point. The tank, the vessel, the scan, like he's really slowed him down a lot. Now he's got it going on though. He's got 3 tanks, he's got a vessel, he's got mines. So now here comes the push. Now, has he delayed long enough to get anything to deal with this push is the question. Or has he gotten enough stuff that he can threaten this force? If C goes in and attacks, will he come in from behind and sandwich him and kill his whole army, and then C will be at too much of a disadvantage? So he might have at least gotten enough to threaten that. Oh, here he goes. The vessel goes down. Where's the skin? Where's the skin? He didn't skin. Oh, C just got wrecked. Oh, I think Chaedong wins this game now. Because now C's his pressure is shut down. And he just needed to shut it down for a little bit longer to get the hive tech going. Yeah, this doesn't look good at all for C. He beat Jaedong in 2008, but doesn't look like he's gonna win this one. I could be wrong though. We'll see. We'll see. Sorry, I was checking a text real quick. Didn't really need to check. I'll check it later. Random Scourge dying. Oh, that mine! Ooh! Killed a lot of lings, but didn't get the crucial units. Those mines, though. That's kind of weird. That lurker went past the mine. That's an interesting spot. I forget what this map is called. Circuit breaker, right? I think. I saw CI. I was like, oh yeah, I think it's circuit breaker. This is a good map too. I've seen a lot of good games on this map. It's kind of a classic. Another swarm? Another swarm? Nope. That was cute that he somehow managed to thread the needle and get one lurker and one dark swarm all the way into the base though. But then the lurker couldn't really accomplish a lot, unfortunately. I think he was still mining there even. He's just ignoring the lurker and just like, oh, I'm just gonna keep mining. Lurker can't kill all the SCVs, it's fine. Is he switching up into mech? I mean, he has been using a lot of vultures anyway, but it looks like he's making a full switch almost. Huh. We'll see how it works out for him. But he still has bio. He still has vessels, but he's got 3 factories. He's making a lot of vultures. Plague? Oh! Sick plague. Can he follow up though? It looks like he can. Oh, jeez. The plague with the cracklings, with the hydras. Everything gets slaughtered. This is really interesting with the mines though. Forced to cancel. Makes sense. I still feel like Jaedong's in good shape, but I don't know, C's not out of it yet. I thought he was kind of out of it, but he's staying in it. Which makes sense. Scourge couldn't resist. Couldn't resist the barracks. He pulled them back and then they were like, oh, no, we'll go back in for it. Imagine being a Scourge and you're so anxious to die. You're just like, it's a building, I'm gonna go for it right now. Gotta go attack. The mines with the tanks is a good defense. Is this like PVZ? I mean PVT? Look at that guy. He was shocked by this. It looks like he's gonna save the base and the SCVs, I think. Maybe, maybe not. But he's been forced out of his third. The kid's like, what is going on here? Oh, sick plague. Plague on mech is so good. It's kind of actually like once the Zerg already has plague tech to keep going into mech seems a little bit crazy actually, because like plague is so good against mech. He's holding pretty well though. The splash damage is just so good against swarm, so it's kind of like the opposite side of it. It's like the tanks are just so much better against swarm. Alright, I just ate some dinner recently, but I'm feeling like I got a snack. I'm gonna try some weird dried bean snacks. Protein snack mix. Fava beans and split peas. Balsamic herbs. Try not to make too many crackling sounds in the mic there. See if these are any good. They looked intriguing, so I got some. We'll see if they're any good. It's not bad. You guys ever had dried fava beans before? I don't think I ever have. Well, C's actually doing pretty well now. Like, he's holding off everything that Jadong's doing. Was that a simul kill? How did that die? Oh shit, I just spilled. Oh, the spike went out, and then the lurker died, but the spike was already out, and so it just like took a minute for it to get to the Goliath. So they did kill each other. That's kind of weird. I spilled these snacks, and now I'm like picking them up off the table to eat them, and there's like cat hair on the table. So I'm eating cat hair now, so that's cool. But it's interesting that like the lurker spines took a second to reach the Goliath. They turned veggie? Kinda. I someone told me a term the other day that is probably good for me. I'm a vegan with benefits. So I'm like vegan, but I'm not like strict vegan. I'll still eat a few things that are not vegan. Sometimes. So, but yeah, I'm mostly veggie though. But I didn't lose weight because I became veggie. I lost weight because I basically spent a couple months starving myself. Burrow! Burrow! Lurker's just sitting next to the tanks. Yeah, I did lose some weight. Not until probably 4 or 5 years after Korea, though. And then I started working out more and dieting and stuff like that. And then I lost the weight, and I gained it back again, and I lost it again. I gained back again, and I lost it again recently, some of it. These are pretty good. It's fava beans and split peas. They're easy to spill though. Alright, mess cleaned up. Alright, well, the tables have turned back against C now. I think he's losing, well, he's losing this 9 o'clock. Is he gonna, but he still has 6 o'clock though. But look at Jadong though. I just feel like, look at the map control he has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bases. He has 7 bases. How do you stop a 7-base Zerg? Like, how do you ever make enough stuff to deal with 7-base Zerg? He's just going full Sauron now. Look at all, he's just streaming cracklings in now. He knows he has it. He can just macro an A move and it's done. That's exactly what's happening. Kills 9 o'clock. He's got his sights set on 6 o'clock now. He's just clearing mines though. But yeah, when I was in Korea, that was probably the most out of shape I've ever been. I remember people tried to make fun of me when I was in Korea by calling me chubby. And it was like weird to me because I'd never been like, I've never been skinny, but I've never been super heavy either. And so when people said that to me, it's like, I mean, I guess that might offend me if I was like 10 years old, but like, it's just a weird thing for you to say now. People were very, I mean, it's not surprising that the people that were like trying to make fun of me on the internet were immature about it, you know? But I have about 10 more pounds that I want to lose, and I'm having a hard time with the last 10 pounds. I gotta get access to a gym again. There's a problem. Because I was saying earlier, I've been trying to lose weight, but I've only been losing muscle mass, so it doesn't really help. But if I can work out while I'm trying to lose weight, then I'll actually lose fat, so. Anyway, enough about my diet. Jaedong, I think, is about to just run away with this. He's got too much stuff. Although, C knows where he's going. He's running an intercept. Those SCVs, though, were not in the right spot. Here he goes. This could be the end for C. Actually, C has enough, I think, to block this. Yeah, he has plenty. There's no plagues. Swarms are good, though. Swarms are really good. There's the plague. Oh, beautiful plague. Oh, he's like, I'm gonna go for the easy prey over here, the SCVs. Might as well. I'm surprised he's not doing more plagues. So he's just so strong against mech. He's repairing his tanks, that's good. Now my hands have snack dust on them. I can't operate my mouse ever again. There's the GG, finally. Jaedong just had too much stuff. He had like 8 or 9 bases at the end. Yeah, Turtlemech is super strong. You can't, it's not easy to beat Turtlemech, even if you've got an 8 base Zerg with Hive Tech. Alright. Gotta put my snacks away so I can clean off my hand. So I can operate my mouse so I can get another game. So Jaedong got his revenge. 3 years later. I want to actually, let's check their record. Let's check C's games and see how many times he played Jaedong, what their record was. Because I have a feeling it was probably close. 8 wins, 6 losses. Look, C Shield had a winning record in his career versus Jaedong. That is really interesting. And look, interesting, look at this. And a lot of the losses were at the end. 3 of them were in a best of 5 in the big file MSL. Wait, so that's the big file MSL. Best of 5, that must have been a quarterfinal at least. Was that a semifinal? Was that a semifinal? No, it must have been a quarterfinal. Yeah. But they play, it looks like they play a best of 5 here. Oh wait, no, hold on. This is a different day. No, okay. So, well, it's still best of 5, because he won 3 times in a row on the same day. So it looked like he beat Jaedong in like a group stage or something like that, and then lost to Jaedong 0-3 in the quarterfinal? Oh, what was this? Let's see what this was from. Round of 8. Okay, so it was a round of 8 game. So it was a quarterfinal. Again, he ran up against Jaedong in the quarterfinal. But yeah, but he actually had a really good record versus Jaedong for most of the career, and then at the end he lost a few games. But still, even losing those few games, he had a winning record versus Jaedong. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. So that's how strong of a player C was. Can you do a Cal game? That's a good idea. I am actually a big fan of Cal. Let's see what happens if we put in KAL into YouTube. Hey, here we go. Flash versus Cal. That's a good game to watch. Yeah, Cal was good, man. He was like, I mean, people sometimes, I think people forgot that he was like considered to be one of the 6 dragons. That he was like almost on the same level as Stork and Jongbi and Best. Yeah, Stork is still around right now. I don't know what happened to Cal. But he probably, I guess we can find out. Wikipedia. Let's see what happened to Cal. Looks like he stopped playing in like 2012. Yeah, he looks like he basically stopped when StarCraft 2 came out. He was just like done. He never switched, it looks like. So he probably just went on about his life. Hopefully he did well. But yeah, Stork is still playing though, because Stork, excuse me, Stork became a coach. So like, he was coaching StarCraft 2 and he was playing StarCraft 2 and StarCraft 1 or something like that for a while. So Stork like had a reason to kind of stay in the mix and in the scene. So then like when people started switching back to Brood War, Stork kind of switched back also. But Cal just didn't stay. Cal didn't stay in it. Reaver DT drop. Are you making a prediction, or are you just saying that that's what Cal would do? Yeah, so Stork still plays. I don't think he's like won anything recently, but he's still very competitive. There's still a lot of the old guys around actually. Flash just went into civil service. Let's see, who else is like the really old school guys is around? Stork. Effort, I think, was still around. Light is still around. I'm trying to think like the big names. I think Zero, of course, is still around. He goes by Queen now. Best. I don't know if Best is competing much, but he's streaming and playing a lot. Who's the guy that? Oh, Rain, of course, and Rain's pretty old school. But he didn't play much in this era, though. I don't think he played... I don't know. I don't know if he played in this era competitively. Snow as well. It was Cal that Flash saved from drowning in a swimming pool, not... Oh! Okay. Yes, bringing back the trivia. I'd forgotten about that. I'm not sure why I thought it was Firebat Hero. It wasn't just Flash? Okay. Let's see if we can... Let's pause real quick. I want to see if I can find that out, actually. Let's see. Does it say it in here? Let's see. If I just Google Cal Flash swimming pool, what happens? News. Cal slips in pool and falls, pulls ref with him. Saved by... Just talking crap, having fun. Let's go to the spa. Drink some... What, okay, spoiler? Oh. STX player Cal almost drowned during his trip to... Oh, it was in the USA. At the WCG finals. Games ended at 5 a.m. He went to the swimming pool with the Koreans. Their flight was at 1, so they went to the pool at 6 when it just opened. Cal didn't expect the pool's water to be so deep he fell into the pool. The American referee went in with him. They assumed Cal could swim, so they were unaware of the danger. After 10 seconds of struggle, though, the others noticed something was wrong. The referee said he needs help, so he jumped into the pool to try and help him. The referee's swimming abilities weren't great either. And so why are you a swimming referee if you're... Or was it like a gaming referee that was there? And not a... I thought it was like a referee, like a lifeguard or something like that. He wasn't able to help him. Flash, who was swimming nearby, swam towards Cal, learned to swim since a young age, successfully reached Cal. The American referee got help from Jaedong, who also didn't know how to swim. From the shore. Like maybe he put out a stick or something for him to grab. Even though no one was heard of his dangerous incident, Cal thought, am I going to die like this? He also said, Flash's swimming skills, if slightly worse, I really don't know what would have happened. After everything, they returned to South Korea. Cal said, Flash is my savior. Really thanks to him, I feel like I go to a new life. I will do my best to live my best now. All right, there we go. So that's the whole situation then. The others that were involved is because this referee also tried to help and ended up needing saving himself. Yeah, I don't know what that... I don't know what's going on with the referee. It sounds like a mistranslation of a lifeguard, right? But maybe it was one of the WCG referees. Like maybe there was a Korean gaming ref that was there or something also. I don't know. Do not know. I'm gonna be RB. I'm gonna just go grab a cold bubbly beverage real quick.
마린과 탱크가 가지 않는다고 하더라도 프로토스 입장에서 상당히 부담인 부분이 언제든지 또 마린 충원에서 또 공격을 올 수 있는 이용호기 때문에 김구현은 그 전에 드라군 사거리 업그레이드를 통해서 마린을 최대한 줄여주고 싶은 마음이 클 겁니다. 네, 진짜 아돈까지 소환하고 있거든요. 이제 마인 계열이 완료돼서 다리 근처에 이용호 선수는 마인을 뺏어나고 있는 그런 상황. 이용호가 타이밍을 굉장히 잘 치고 나오는 선수인데 그에 맞춰서 김구현이 앞마당 멀티 이후에 아둔을 빨리 올려주는 모습으로 봐서는 다크 테플러는 좀 생각을 하고 있는 것 같은데.
Ah, I'm back. Got some root beer. Yeah, that's... well, hotels in the US don't usually even have a lifeguard. So that's why I'm skeptical. I don't know if it would have been a lifeguard on duty at the hotel pool. Unless they were staying at a super fancy one. I don't think they do. I don't think they do at WCG though. Like WCG isn't that fancy.
정말 매 경기 때마다 정말 이러이러한 요소들이 다 틀린 거예요. 다 다른 거예요.
Ah, sugar water.
건설했다가 또 건설하지 않았다가 그러면 상대방이 다크테블로
That is an interesting taste. I don't know if I've had this brand before. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a hotel pool have a lifeguard, but I've never stayed at a really nice hotel. Really, so maybe some really nice ones have lifeguards. I don't know. So yeah, but I think you're right though. It was probably a referee, like in terms of like one of the WCG referees that was there with them or something like that. It must have been who they were talking about. Oh, Rib Zealot. Oh, he saved the mine. He's only got... Oh no, he has a turret also. Oh, he sliced it! Is he really gonna sneak around the back? Oh, DT has 3 kills on it. Does the mine count as a kill? Does the mine count on the kill count for the unit? Yeah, you're right. They wouldn't have had a lifeguard that didn't know how to swim either. That's a good point. So, thinking it was a lifeguard was not a smart thought by me. If it's killed to blow up, yes, okay. That DT is still back there, kind of stuck. But this is good. If he goes and attacks in the front, he can send the DT back in the back though, if it's still there. A little surprised he's not trying to plant a mine or something like that back there. These DTs are... Oh! The DT died somewhere. Yeah, but so it doesn't count as a kill if, like... I don't know. Like if you had an air unit and you attacked a mine from the ground and killed it, does the air unit doesn't get a kill for that? Unless it's like in the process of moving or something? I kind of wish they would click on the Dragoons. We could see what their kill counts were, but not that important. Anyway, these DTs have done a lot of distraction, but I feel like it hasn't really slowed Flash down at all. Right? Oh, I need to change the thing on the top here. If it's killed, let's see, kill before it blows up, it's considered a unit. Okay. That's interesting. But it's not considered a unit if it's just sitting there? If it's burrowed? If it's buried, it is a unit. Okay. This is really sweet root beer. It's interesting. It has like a... It tastes like, what's the herb or whatever that's supposed to help toothaches? Cloves. It tastes kind of like cloves. Does it have cloves in it? I don't know if it has the ingredients list. Oh, let's see. Sugar, water, color, citric acid. So no, it doesn't have cloves in it. Natural flavors. Well, maybe natural flavors includes cloves. I don't know. These dragoons are just getting mobbed. Mobbed by vultures. They're still doing really well though. He hasn't taken any big mine hits, I don't think. Yeah, he might go for an attack right here. He doesn't have any upgrades though, it looks like.
그만큼 일단 병력들을 위쪽으로 한시적으로 돌리게 만드는 이용호 선수가 진출 타임을 잡으면서 중앙전까지 내려왔고요. 그리고 중앙에 있었던 마인 매설을 좀 상당히 많이 해놨습니다. 야, 정말 진정한
This is a big strong push though.
깨기 위해서 이거 한번 뚫어내야 됩니다. 여기 이 지역에 여기 몰래 마인을 따로 또 깔아놨었거든요.
Yeah, he kind of has control of mid, but Flash is like taking control of mid right now. Like he's trying to. This is classic Flash play though, to go for this kind of a push. But I think he's I don't think he's gonna be able to hold. He lost all those vultures earlier, and now he doesn't have much to stop here. Oh, he's gonna Cal's holding back. He's waiting for those zealots. That's why. This is a weird root beer, man. Has anyone ever had, I don't know if you can see it, Virgil's root beer? How does it know that it needs to blur Virgil's? It can tell that it's not a face or something like that. That's weird. Even if I put it right next to me, it blurs the root beer. Somehow the app is distinguishing between, like, even if it moves. That's weird. Anyway, it's a very strange tasting root beer, and it's not super bubbly either, which is strange. Flash just does not let up the pressure, man. Usually once Flash pushes, he just doesn't stop pushing, but it looks like Cal has actually stopped the push. So Flash is kind of like playing back a little bit now. And it looks like it's going to turn into a crazy game, like a long game. It's interesting. So I think this might be some kind of a final. Was Winners League always best to 7 kills? Oh no, that's right. The Winners League was 7 kills. I mean, sorry, 4 kills. Because usually at Pro League was best of 5, and so I was like, but if it's 3-2, that means there's already been 5 games, and they're playing still. So it must be a best of 7 situation. Oh, he EMP'd the Arbiter that was going for a recall. Sick. That's pretty clutch, actually. Flash could probably deal with recalls pretty easily, but it slows him down a lot. He's just battling vultures here, so he's getting a lot of free vulture kills actually. He's got 2 arbiters now. He's got a backup arbiter. Is one of them a fake? He sent one in to take turret fire, and then the second one in He did get the recall off. I don't know if he didn't have enough energy for the MP. Yeah, Flash is gonna be able to deal with it pretty easily, but he's gonna lose an armory though. Yeah, he's gonna lose the armory. That's actually really bad for his upgrades. I mean, obviously. Do you think he's maxed right now, where he would want to clear out space? I don't know. I like to switch into Goliaths, or adding Goliaths, I should say. Oh, sorry, I could text someone real quick here, actually. They tried to call me a minute ago. Alright. Alright, he's still just going straight for like the throat. He's not trying to go for the expansions. He's like, I'm gonna take point A as my base, point B is your base. What's the shortest distance? I'm gonna push straight in, going for the natural expansion. He's not going for the economy game by trying to kill the expansions. He's going straight in for the kill. It's kind of crazy. And it's working. It looks like Cal can't really deal with this right now. And there's like a dozen tanks outside of his base. I don't know what Cal can do. Oh, well, he can counterattack. Stasis? Stasis? That one Arbiter is actually just gonna attack all the tanks to death? Flash is imba for sure. What can Cal do here? Like, I thought this was like a long VOD, and I thought this was gonna be a longer game, but it looks like Flash is about to win it. I don't know. Yeah, now he's going for the expansions also. Okay, but he lost momentum on the natural to go for the third. Is Cal gonna be able to break out? Maybe. No, looks like not. Maybe. Oh, maybe he is. That's interesting that Flash stopped putting pressure on the natural to go for the third, and he ended up saving his natural. Oh, okay, didn't save the third. Barely kills the third off. But Cal still has two bases in the top right. Hey, Vasilios. It's Flash. Was there really any hope? I mean, remember, this is Cal. Cal, you know, like I said, Cal, I think, gets underestimated a lot, but he was considered one of the 6 dragons, right? He was considered to be one of the best Protosses. When was this from? This is from 2010. This is a good year for Cal, I think. I think Cal only got to the semifinals like once. But I think it was in 2010 when he did, or maybe 2009. Some good stasis is. Look at it, he's got the Zealots camped next to the stasis tank, so as soon as they come undone, they can kill him. Cal still has a few mining bases. Flash has a couple mining bases as well, though.
이동하던 그 병력들을
자.
맞춰봤고 이제 상단으로 올라갑니다. 자, 김구현 위쪽으로 올라간 병력들을 봤고요. 대기 중입니다. 김구현.
마인을 최대한 활용해줘야 되고 이용호 선수로 EMP도
So Flash has now shifted his focus. Instead of going straight down the throat, now he's going after the side bases, which is really interesting that he did that.
자, 이제 본인 지역을 일단 돌아가기 시작합니다. 이용호 선수의 좌측 방향에
He was like pushing straight towards Cal's main, and then it was working, and then he cut back, and now he's going around the map again. I don't think it's a bad choice, but it's just interesting that he did that. I wonder what the calculus was there, why he decided to change tactics.
11시 메인 베이스는 주더라도 앞마당은 주지 않겠다. 유닛 배치 딱 하고 있죠 이용호도요.
아직 들어갑니다. 김구현. 자, 여기는 아직까지 완성이 안 됐습니다. 방어가 완성이
Instant lift.
이런도 없습니다. 이용호는 바로 들어버려요.
그러면서
Instant lift.
굉장히 쿨한 템에 들어가는데
Oh, he got the EMP again.
이렇게 되면
Oh man. Look, you can see Cal's like, oh gosh, dang.
대박입니다 정말 양 선수의 경기력이. 야 진짜 이제는 어느 정도 선수들의 어떤 기량도 전성기도 어느 정도 이제 시대가 변하면서.
I wonder why he lifted there. He moved the SCVs separately, so he didn't need to actually lift and cancel the comsat. Maybe he thought he needed to start getting it floating away as soon as possible. I guess he thought maybe if he recalled there, it would still be a problem. So that makes sense. That was he's stopped like 3 or 4 recalls with clutch EMPs. His natural expansion is almost dead. That's really interesting that like Flash came really close to killing the natural, but then never actually finished it off.
병력들의 양은 일단 쌓였습니다. 김구현 그리고 중앙 지역에 있을 때 머물 수밖에 없는 상황이 됐고 반면에 김구현이 재건하는 동안 이용호 선수는 지금 자원적인 측면에서 조금 더 앞서갈 수 있을 만한 그런 터전을
He tricked Cal into not recalling. Yeah, he's like, oh, okay, well, if all the SCVs are going over here. And he baited him into where the vessel was and where his army was too. So, yeah, he did kind of get tricked there. I think he couldn't have known this, but I think it probably would have been better to just recall some stuff in the top left and fight it out. Even if he doesn't get EMP'd, I think it's a better situation for him, because you can see Flash's army is right there in that area, and would have been able to clean it up in the like 10 o'clock base. But if he goes to 11 o'clock base, he probably gets the command center, and then he's like stuck in an entrenched position that Flash has to deal with it. I'm just really surprised Flash didn't finish the natural expansion off.
일단은 좀 장기적인 안목으로 장기적인 좀 그림을 그리기 시작하는 김구현 선수입니다.
네 그렇습니다. 투스타 게이트로 올라가면서 아비토도 좀 신경 쏟아내고 저 셔틀 안에 탄 유닛이 상당히 중요한데 만약에 저 셔틀 안에 하이템플러가 아니라 정말 질럿이라면은
Man, these bean snacks are actually really good. I'm gonna have some more. I thought I was done, but I'm like kind of craving some more bean snacks.
자, 이쪽 지역은 이미 이제 대비가 됐습니다. 자, 아비터 리콜에 대비해서 이번에는 벽까지 쌓아놓고 이용호 선수 11시.
These
자, 김구현
eating snacks and drinking soda when doing broadcast has not been good for my diet.
올리고 있는데 이거를 소비를 하지 못하게 만들고 있거든요.
Can't get this open. I'm a weak gamer. I can't open a bag. I'm also trying not to do it next to the microphone, so it's not super obnoxious. There we go. So now Flash knows top left is crucial. And so he's like totally defending it, putting a ton of turrets, ton of mines down. He's like, I'm just gonna defend this against the recalls. I just gotta spend a bunch of money. Make sure I don't lose this to an easy recall. This is so bizarre to see that the evolution of this game. And now Flash is like, he's got so much territory that Flash is like has the map cut in half. Instead of pushing Cal, he's kind of content to just like hold his side of the map right now.
EMP를 맞아주고 차례를 맞아주고. 예.
But I wonder what he does next then. Does he harass?
지금
Does he do drops?
많은 편이 아니거든요. 이런 상황에서는 김구현 선수 질럿을 소모시킨
Does he
다음에
still max out and go for another push?
더 많이 뽑는 것이 훨씬 더 좋아요.
지금 다음 단계 유닛이 안 나온 것이 꽉 찼으니까요.
Cal might be too mobile for that.
어느 정도 소모가 필요한 타이밍입니다. 김구현 선수는요.
네.
일단 잘 잡고 있는 이용호
Look at this tank line. This tank line extends the whole length of the map.
지금 Y축
From his natural up to the natural of the other spawn.
이용호 선수가 탱크를 좀 자리 잡고 있는 상황에서 넘어오는 그런 공중
I guess there's a little gap in the middle.
엔지니어링 베이라든지 베럭스를 띄워놓고 있는 그런 그림이기 때문에 지금 이거 파고드는 그림도 그렇게 쉽지 않거든요. 그래도 어저 갑니까 김구현?
유일하게 무서운 게 리콜이기 때문에
He's looking for a spot to recall.
이거만 투자를 하는 겁니다.
The casters know it. They're like
투자하는 거예요. 왜냐?
the observers watching the spots, looking for a spot for him to do recall.
탱크가 있기 때문에 테란 유닛의 특성상 추가 멀티를 할 수 없는 프로토스는 결국은 스스로 자멸할 수밖에
Okay, well, that base is dead before it even started.
김구현 선수의 200 싸움은
That was a little too close to Flash
여기서
for him to get away with that.
그냥 지금 질럿 드라곤 아비터 숫자도 많지 않은 상황에서 뭐 셔틀에 하이템플러가 4개 타 있다고 하더라도
The Crane casters, I think, are talking about having High Templar inside the shuttle, so you can protect them from EMP and from dying. Drop them out in the middle of a battle. But Flash's units are pretty spread out, though. I don't know if Storm's gonna be that great in this situation.
뒤집혀져서 오히려 이제는 내가 지겠구나, 내가 불리하겠구나 이런 생각밖에 없어요. 김구현 선수는 인구수가 200에다가 자원이 남아도는데요.
Like, Storms are good if you catch them while they're moving, and they're clumped up and they siege up in one spot, you can storm like a million tanks. But Flash's units are too spread out. I don't think Storm's gonna do a lot of good.
그러면서 양쪽 다 풀업을 기다리겠죠.
And there's so many turrets too.
이쪽은 아예 넘어가기 조차 이제 힘들 정도의 그림이고요.
네, 이렇게 건설하면서 확실하게 멀티를 가져갈 줄 것이 아니라면 저쪽 지역에
Let's see some hallucinations, huh?
소환 자체도 자원 소비가 될 수가 있는 것이고요.
I can't actually. Has there been a game when we've seen hallucination used, like legit hallucination used in a game?
어려운 상황이 됐습니다. 그리고 아직까지
I'm sure there must have been once or twice, but it seems like it's kind of crazy that we haven't seen that very often, if ever.
다 손에 넣었습니다.
이영호 선수는 급할 게 없어요.
Like to hallucinate a bunch of arbiters to get the recall off or something like that, or force EMPs.
지금은 양쪽 다
The only one I can think of would be
최종적으로는
Challenge versus The Rock,
끝까지 줄여가면서 병
which was like the hour-and-a-half game
이런 상황에서
that was insane.
모든 업그레이드
So of course they used hallucinations in the end of that.
돼 있는 화면도 나왔는데
Nalra versus Good Friend?
기본이고요. 공중 공업, 공중 방어
Okay, maybe we'll watch that one next.
아비터라든지 옵저버가 한 번이라도 덜 맞게 그리고 이후에
Parallel Lines.
체력으로 전환할 수 있는 그런 상황도
I'm not super familiar with that one.
자리를 잡고 이 지역을 확실히 얻겠다는 김구현 선수의 시위거든요. 자 올라갑니다. 자 이쪽
Oh, this is a nice little choke point for Flash. Oh, he EMP'd the Templar and some of the Dragoons. Oh, he EMP'd all the Templar! No, there's still some left in the...
욕심을 부리다가
But how do you defend this? There's no way Cal can defend this.
이 상황을 깨고 잡네요.
It's too tight of a choke point.
한참 후에 경기 결과가 나오겠지만
Like, you can't break a Terran down a ramp into a choke point. There's nothing that can stop it in the world.
너무나도 많은 상황에서 그걸 뒤집었습니다. 이제는 어쩔 수 없는 선택 캐리어로 갈 수밖에 없어요. 왜냐면 답이 없거든요. 추가 버튼 누르시 뭐가 나올지
Yoon versus Flash.
그냥 지금 상황에서
Huh.
인구수 비었다고 소모전 일어난다고 캐리어를 만약에 누르게 된다면은 이영호가 한번 치고 나올 때 그걸 막아낼 수가 없고요. 그만큼 이미 인구 공백이 있습니다.
Interesting.
그래서
I like Nalra. We can watch that game next. That sounds like a good one.
캐리어로 가야 되는데 그 아비터 리콜
So,
기가 어렵잖아요.
I think Flash gets 12 o'clock. I don't think there's anything Cal can do to keep 12.
좀 성공시키기 위해서는 진짜 할루시네이션이 필수입니다. 지금 상황에서는.
And kind of the good stuff. You're the drug dealer of
장난 아닙니다.
StarCraft pro games.
와, 얘는 그냥 북박입니다. 북박이. 여기서 그냥 만화 200 채우고
It's common nowadays, really? That's kind of cool.
하고 아예 거기다가 갖다
I don't watch a lot of modern StarCraft, so I'm too boomer.
EMP.
네. 그래서 지금 그것을 하나둘 생각하고 있습니다.
Is that what happened here? He's got is that three arbiters, or is that he's got one for the,
지금 엄청난 것들이 필요하거든요.
or the hallucinate one?
게이지 중에 3기가
돈은 많아요. 김구현 선수도. 근데
하나씩 갑니까?
많아봤자
We'll find out. Here comes in. There's the EMP and the stasis. That's a real arbiter. Here's the second one. Here's the third one. Why didn't he go at the same time? He got the recall off. But Flash is already right there with all of his units. I don't think this is gonna do any good. Stark versus Jeezy play had hallucinate. I did not know that. That one I haven't seen in a long, long time. But that's too long of a game. Because that was like that was an hour and a half game also, right? That was the one that we called StarCraft Commentary the movie. It was so long. You think he let him recall? He was prepared for it. All the units that got recalled just died. I'm eating way too many bean snacks. So much stuff there. 12 o'clock has become the battlefield, but like I said, I don't think Cal's ever going to take 12. I don't think he can ever take 12. Oh. Yeah, he should have had mines. I think he did have some mines. I'm pretty sure he did have some mines. Those are good storms. Oh! Flash took his units from the bottom left. And instead of going up to 12, he's cutting across the map now. Carriers. I'm actually a little surprised that we haven't seen carriers before this. You actually go back and watch it sometimes? Nice. It was a good game. I think it's too late to watch it today, but maybe we can watch it next time on a Saturday. If you want, Vasilios, if you think you're gonna make it to another one of these shows, I can wait and we can watch it next time or something. But I haven't seen that game since I casted it like 12 years ago? 13 years ago? So it'll be like brand new because I won't remember much about it at all. I just remember it was just crazy and long and insane. But I don't remember specifically what happens. I don't even remember who won it. Maybe? Maybe I do. I don't know. It's now or never, Cal. But there's too many Goliaths, he can't actually use the carriers right now. Yeah, I feel like Cal trying to take 12 o'clock was a mistake. He would have been better off taking the center. Trying to take the center, in the center of the map. There's a base in the center. He could have tried to get that. That was much more open. But Flash just had too much of a good choke point at the top middle. Interesting recall. EMP becomes an Archon. It's like, fine, EMP my Templar, I'll just make an Archon. It's fine. And then if you EMP that, that's even worse. Okay, he's actually holding on now. He's up to like 5 carriers. If you get some storms in that clump of units, it would do a lot of damage. But it's just hard to get in there.
또 아까도 폭파할 수 있겠지만 그래봐야 이영호에게는 그냥 무긴 칼밖에 안 되는 상황입니다. 안 들어가요. 이영호 선수는 이미 이런 생각을 하고 경기를 하고 있어요.
Okay, now he's bringing the carriers to bear.
김구현 선수도
Can't afford interceptors? I don't know. I think Cal is still mining at the top right.
나갈 수 없는
He's still got a little bit of money.
집중해야죠, 김구현도요.
그렇죠. 김구현 선수는 최대한
Okay, now here come the carriers.
정대 병력과 같이 맞고
Never underestimate
자체도
10 carriers.
해야 돼요. 최대한 아끼면서 캐리어
They can perform miracles.
공격 그리고 뭐
So look at the turrets.
했다면은
He's got so many turrets. Flash knew this was coming.
건물 타격하다가
He knew this was coming. He built so many turrets.
가서 공격도 캐리어 그런 거 시합 좀 보여줘야 돼요.
그렇습니다. 김구현은 지금 아비터만 떠다니는 유닛이 아니라 배라고 생각해야 됩니다. 감 끼고 싸워야 돼요. 저 어디 잘못 당했다가 경제상만 당했다가는 낭패입니다.
자원줄이 마른 상황이기 때문에 김구현 선수는 뭐 한시 지역이 유닛이 자원이 있긴 하지만 미네랄도 거의 떨어져가는 분위기고
역시 이렇게 김구현.
이영호 선수 상관
Look at these probes. They're just like chilling next to SCVs.
쓰는 겁니다.
See, Flash has the middle base now.
그 전쟁의 끝은 일꾼들이 끝내
I don't think this is a particularly good map for carriers, but carriers are just so good that it doesn't matter necessarily. Like, I think this is an okay map for carriers. There's a lot of islands and ridges and stuff like that. But I think in the late game there's like carriers are always good. He's got so many of them. He's got like, does he have a dozen carriers now? There's actually so many carriers.
캐리어 숫자가 후덜덜하게 보였는데
He keeps making them. Now, why is he going after the? Why is
공격도 캐리어를 좀
he going after Flash's natural? There's nothing there.
자원 자체가 김구현은
He's not taking any resources away by going after that spot.
떨어지는 길밖에 없는 것이고 이영호는 자원이 계속 들어가기
He needs to attack the middle
한두 개 부서지는 거는
or the top.
게릴라전을 말씀을 하신 건데 일단 중앙 지역에서
Like going after the natural doesn't help him at all. He's just taking out turrets that are protecting nothing.
시간의 문제일 뿐이지 이영호 선수가 한
Unless he's hoping to go for a kill and just go
그러면서 경기를 즐기는
cut off Flash's factories and stuff.
테란의 사기성을 경기로 마음껏 보여주면서 우리가 e스포츠 역사와 함께하면서 당대 최고의
Did he just get an EMP on the carriers?
와, 이 선수는 진짜 대박입니다. 어떻게 그 불리한 상황을 뒤집어서 그렇게 완벽하게
It looks like he did. It looks like there's no shields on some of them.
와, 이건 뭐 레이스를 뽑아도 되고요, 고스트를 뽑아도 되고요, 뭐래도 돼요. 인구수가 허락한다면 배틀 크루저를 뽑아도 되고요. 테란은 모든 걸 할 수 있습니다.
Yeah, I think you're right. Middle is probably too open for the carriers.
지금 자원적인 측면 볼까요?
Damn! He's got like 20 carriers!
김구현 지금 여기가
Oh my god!
미나라 필리가 있는 게 전에 답니다. 떨어지면 인터셉트
Yeah, the middle is too open for the carriers, but when you have 20, it might not matter.
선수의 개인 화면을 딱 보면서 자원
But he should at least go for 12 o'clock, kill Flash's economy.
1000, 2000대는 될 것 같은데
This is insane. Oh, he's dropping out Templar!
김구현 선수 700 정도의 미나라
Okay, storms on the Goliaths, but like,
48의 인구
not a ton of damage done.
한번 누르니까 400원이 깎였어요.
지금 골리앗이 한번 훑어줄 때마다 인구수가 날아가기 때문에
I'm gonna end up eating this whole bag of snacks.
캐리어가 정말 대박 많이 모인 거거든요. 왜냐면 다른 인구수를 다 포기하고 캐리어만 뽑았으니까요.
Alright, Flash is at 197 supply.
쓰면 그래도 힘들지만 어차피 유지비가 드는 캐리어이기 때문에
How much supply was Cal at?
이영호 선수는 안 가요.
Let's go back to his first person view.
2200대 148의 인구수거든요. 김구현
Cal is at 166.
정도의 미나라
캐리어로 200 채우고 이럴 수 있으면
Flash is at 200. So Cal's like a little behind in supply. But look at Flash's mini-map though. He's just got like such control of the map right now.
예, 이영호 선수 돈이 많은데 앞으로 벌 돈이 더 많기 때문에
He still keeps coming into the natural.
4000대 미네랄과 5000대 개했거든요.
이럴 때 테란이 그냥 팩토리 포기하고
Yeah, I think he might just lose from interceptors.
이러면 역전이 나올 수가 있습니다. 왜냐면 골리앗이 캐리어에 잡혔을 때 메꿔줄 수 있는 건물이 없잖아요.
Because Cal is like not mining right now, basically.
여기만 지키면 이기는데
Oh, he's got one group in the north and one group in the south. Oh, what are you gonna do now, Flash? He can't defend both, I don't think. Okay, so now he's gonna try and go for both spots. If he brings the Goliaths up north, he'll attack with the carriers in the south. Did he just recall them back? Oh, that was a weak recall. He only recalled like a few of them. He didn't clump them up enough. Why did he recall them? They were doing damage to the economy, which is the important thing. Why is he wasting interceptors attacking Goliaths in the natural for no gain when he could keep attacking 12 o'clock where there's economy? I don't understand. Like, does anyone have any idea why? He's a pro gamer. He knows better than me, so he must have a reason why. But I don't understand it. Yeah, Cal has no money. They just showed his first-person view, and he had 24 minerals. The question is, why is Cal attacking the natural instead of 12 o'clock? Who's watching Artosis complain? And he finally gives up. Flash is too good. Cutting forces off from moving out in the map. That makes sense, I guess. I just feel like he wasn't getting anywhere. And Flash was just mining at 12 o'clock and like getting away with it, you know? If he'd succeeded in the natural, yeah, he could have gone in and gotten the factories and taken the win. Time for Daddy Ra? Yeah, let's watch some Nalra. Alright, so Nalra, good friend, parallel lines. Not parallel parking. Pimpus plays. Uh-oh, okay. Namja Iyagi, is that it? That's not it. Let's look on Wikipedia for it. Players, or let's see here. Nalra. Did I just Google it wrong? Nalra. First good friend. Oh, okay, there we go. Thank you, sir. Alright. Oh, this is an old VOD. Very old. Oop, not the end. Oh, we gotta look at this old studio though first. Look at that! Look at that Star League studio. They're just like in the middle of everything. There's people literally crowding around them. That's so hardcore. And then the old school casters. Alright, let's find the game here. That's the MSL. Alright, here we go. What'd you say, Daddy Raw? Granddaddy Raw? Oh man. This VOD has very few pixels. What is the it's 360p, but it's not like a great 360p, but that's okay. You can even tell your favorite player what the opponent is going for with a drawing? I don't understand. Nexus is 1 pixel. Yeah. On the minimap, the Nexus is actually even less pixels.
아무래도 프로토스에게 포커스가 맞춰지는 게 맞거든요. 왜냐하면 테라는 일반적인 플레이를 많이 합니다. 실제로 멀티 확장하면서 타이밍
That's okay.
센터적인 진출하는 플레이나 아니면 처음 팩토리로 압박해주고 타이밍 멀티하는 이런 플레이를 해주는데 반해서 프로토스는 좀 리버를 쓰기도 하고 다크 템플러를 쓰기도 하고.
Because he can see you. Oh, you're talking about because they're so close in the studio. Yeah. I see what you're saying now. I wasn't sure what you mean by drawings. Yeah, if they're right next to each other. That's true. The fans in the background could like hold up a sign and be like, he's going for lurkers or something like that. Although I doubt there's anyone going for lurkers in this game. I'm just gonna make that call right now. No lurkers. I could be wrong.
웹드라군으로 한번 맞고 그다음에 확장 위주 플레이를 하느냐 둘 중에 하나입니다 분명히. 네.
Yeah, I don't know how they. I mean, I guess the people in the studio are watching the crowd and they would probably be able to tell. But I don't know. This is the early days. And this is I didn't see what round this is, but this might not be a late round of the tournament, I don't think, if it's being played in the mall or whatever. Have I been watching ASL 11? I have not. I've not watched... I've watched just a very tiny bit of ASL 11. Oh, this is from group play, okay. So not a lot on the line. I just feel like probably the fans wouldn't cheat in Korea like that. Like, they wouldn't want to, like, cheat even for their favorite player. Probably. I don't know. I've been meaning to try and catch up a little bit on ASL, but I've been really busy lately. I had a work project that I was working on. I finally finished it yesterday, but I was basically working my ass off for about the last week, and I was working on it pretty consistently for like the last 2 weeks. So, but now I'm not working on any projects, so I'm back to being unemployed. So I might have time to catch up on ASL. But what I'll probably end up doing is, actually I don't know what stage the ASL is at right now, but I'll probably watch like the quarterfinals and up. But I probably won't watch the group play or anything like that. I know it's already past the round of 32. Is it still the round of 16, or have they moved into the quarterfinals yet for ASL?
제일 좋은 수가 되지 않는 경우는 있습니다만 최악의 수는 아닙니다. 언제나 그렇습니다. 강민 선수가 무엇을 생각할까가 정말 중요한데.
Third quarterfinal was yesterday. Okay. Well, it's time for me to start catching up, I guess.
주도권을 먼저 가지고 스타게 있습니다. 빠른 스타게이트. 자, 캐슬 죽은 세트에 차고 있는 강민 선수 스타게이트.
I still want to try and have a watch party also on Discord. Get together and have everyone watch it together. This is the semifinals for Decider to play in the second, third place match. Oh, in the group play. Oh, okay. I've never heard it called the second, third place match though, but I know what you're saying. The like final match, right? Oh, whoever wins goes on to play. Oh, okay. So this is like a dual tournament for the whole tournament. Okay, I got it. You can't say loser. It's blocked. Oh. I didn't realize that. Oh, Twitch chat.
저 커세어를 보여준다는 것은 나는 스타 게이트가 있다.
Some of the time I like the auto filtering. That's why I have it turned on, but
만드는 것일 수도 있겠고요. 정찰을
sometimes it's a little bit silly.
수도 있겠고요. 단지 그 이유일 수 있습니다. 왜냐하면 더 찍히는지 봐야 될 것 같아요. 또 찍히는데요? 왜냐면 뭐 퍼실리티 올리고 옵저버터리 찍고 이러는 것보다 커세어로 빨리 상대방의 체제를 파악하는 것이 더 중요할 때도 있거든요.
He's making Corsairs, by the way.
본진 자원만으로 스플레인지
He's making Corsairs in PVT.
아니면 스타포트가 올라가는
That's how old this game is.
이것 발견하는 커맨드인데 못 봤습니다 지금. 본 것 같아요. 못 봤어요.
He's gone 2 factory into starport into expansion.
활보를 하다 보면은 아머리가 지금 현재 없는 상태 아니겠습니까? 네. 그러면은 활보를 하다 보면은
Oh, this is an island map.
선수는 굉장한 지구전을 지금 준비를
Ah, okay.
테슬라 파이버. 아니,
That makes sense then.
아니 예.
Okay.
야, 이
This is.
감독한테
Are you sure this is 2005?
커세어가 좀 나오면서 로보틱스가 없어요 지금.
This feels like a 2003 game or something.
자, 베럭스는 발견 못합니다. 베럭스는 테슬라 파이버 발견 못합니다. 아니, 예, 이거는 이병민 선수가 알아서 헷갈릴 것 같은데요. 아니 이게 뭐지? 자, 커맨드 센터 발견.
I guess I could tell from the
변명이래요. 뭐지?
oops, hold on.
로보틱스도 전혀 없는 상태고 지금 상대의 그
From the link.
첫 번째 확장 의도를 판단을 했고요. 자, 이게 일어납니다.
2004. Yeah, August of 2004. Okay. Oh, why did it go off? Stop that. There we go. Oh, so he's doing an arbiter rush. Kill the CC with the Corsairs. Yeah, I looked at the link that you sent and the info, and this is from August of 2004. So definitely an old school game. I didn't realize that MSL did the dual tournament format though for the whole thing. It's very interesting. Dropship is out. Dropping Goliath and SCVs. Smart point. Smart choice. Look at these Corsairs just running over. I mean, they're pretty cheap and fast. It's good map control. Map awareness. This event had Luna in it. I know that's a map that I should know, and I would probably recognize it if I saw it, but I don't remember what Luna is like off the top of my head. He's producing 2 Stargate Arbiters now? What is this madness? It's not just an Arbiter Rush, it's 2 Stargate Arbiter Rush. Oh man, this was the Wild West days of StarCraft. Anything could happen. Oh man. This VOD hurts my eyes, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Is that a Templar I saw also? I thought I saw a High Templar. So dropships full of Goliaths is pretty strong against what's going on right now, because Nalra just doesn't have any forces. Got all these Corsairs and Arbiters and Stargates and crap. Corsair can't kill a dropship. Takes a million years. Like, okay, he does have High Templar. There's a scan. Oh no, he had an open. He had an opening, I think, but he didn't take it. Didn't want to risk it. So what is he gonna do with these dropships now? Dropships full of Goliaths. Not gonna attack with them. Where did the Arbiters go? They were flying north to go around the radar, but I don't know what happened to them. Oh, they're just hiding.
예, 깔아놓고 그다음에
hiding so you can't scan them.
예, 등지고 싸우는 그런 식의 배수진이기 때문에 한두 번 실패하면은 더 이상 미래가 없다는 사실을 알거든요. 사이언스 퍼실리티. 예, 이병민 선수 어차피 자원 그 강민 선수
Science facility. It's gonna. He might have a. He has scans, but I don't think he has turrets. But if he has a vessel, that'll be. I mean, against the arbiters, that'll be pretty necessary to have some detection. I don't. He probably has enough scans now, I guess. He's got 2 comsats. 3? Does he have 3 comsats now? He might have 3 comsats. Okay, now the arbiters are coming back. Is this where we get to see the hallucination? The observer's kind of looking around the map. I want to just watch the arbiters. Physics lab! What the heck? Man, they did such crazy shit in StarCraft back in the day. There's the mass hallucinate. There it is. We got to see it. I hope they show Good Friend's face. There's no way to stop this. There's no way to stop it. Double recall! Oh shit! The hallucinated arbiters into double recall in the main. Is he gonna storm? Is he gonna storm? Storm the SCVs! I guess he doesn't need to. There's no use wasting the storm if he can just kill him by hand. Thank you, Sony. Sony has delivered the epic game. There's the storm. That's a GG! He won the game with just that move! Nara is such a boss! Oh my god! Oh man. And now the casters are like speechless. They're just like, what do we even say? They're like, what, how do we even, you know? Alright, well, I'm gonna do one more game. You guys want to watch? What was the other game that you were saying? It was a Stork Flash versus. Do you want to watch another recall or hallucinate game? What did you say? Flash versus who? Flash versus Yoon. You guys want to watch that one? Or is it? Do we have another requests? Let's see if I can just look it up here. Flash versus Yoon. On Destination. He said it was on Destination, right? Is this the one? Let's go for it. Tell me a game with a Zerg that dies to 2 Factarian push with Siege. He's quizzing you hard. Alright. Samsung Khan. Yeah, Sony's like me. He stopped watching at a certain point. He doesn't know what happened for StarCraft for a while. Till April 2021. Oh, you like just got out. For some reason, I thought you were like gotten out a while ago or something. That's like last month. Is it June yet? No, it's not June yet.
아니겠습니까? 최은선 초반부터 이영호라는 거물을 잡기 위한 움직임을
Oh, you're just MIA until 21. I see. Got it. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, like, I stopped watching Brood War mostly in 2011
하나. 그렇죠.
when I got really into League of Legends because I was casting League.
최윤선 선수가 초반부터 뭔가 좀 해보지 않을까
So I basically stopped watching StarCraft because I was watching all League all the time and playing all League all the time. And then I got back into StarCraft 2 a little bit because I was back to cast StarCraft 2 for OGN. And then when I left Korea, I was just like, no. I watched a little League after that, but I just basically didn't watch esports for most of the last 8 years.
신경 안 쓰더라고요. 예. 네, 선수 간의 그 배틀의상에서 오늘 경기를 펼치기
So.
전까지 뭔가 사연이 있었나 봅니다. 뭐 서로 연습을 못하게 하는 해방꾼 역할을 했었나 봐요.
So Sony, what brought you back to Brood War last month then? Like, what was it that like inspired you to come back and start watching it or whatever?
예, 네, 경기 전부터 그런 심리전이 오갔던 것 같습니다. 예전에는 그 배틀의상에
Because if you were like doing nothing and then now you're back, you're like
많이 하다 보니까
watching a bunch of old school people. Like I've seen you in other people's streams too. You're watching Artosis. Like you didn't just come back to dabble. You're like into the scene.
그렇죠, 그렇죠. 예, 그렇게 연속해서 계속 보내면 진짜 방해가 돼요. 네. 근데 그 이후에 좀 지난 뒤에는 이제 그렇게 자주 보내면 튕기게 됩니다.
There was a game with one proxy factory though
이제 우려가 있습니다.
that killed a Zerg. It's kind of crazy. Your girlfriend pushed you to start playing again. That's a twist.
네, 일단은 뭐 간단한 심리전인 듯 싶네요. 파일럿 위치가 적극적인 위치도 아니고 상대방의 S10 정찰이 왔을 때
Usually the
파일럿의 개수를 속임으로써
usually the partner doesn't want the gamer playing so much.
노리고 있어요. 네. 네, 잘못 들으면 최은성으로 많이 들리는데 최윤선 선수. 네, 최윤선 선수요. 예, 그렇습니다. 일단은
I had a girlfriend a long time ago that didn't like that I played stuff. She broke up with me when I moved to Korea because she thought it was dumb. Well, there's a bunch of reasons, but she's like, "You're going to Korea for video games?
플레이 스타일을 많이
That's not a real career."
예, 네. 꼼꼼하지는 못했습니다. 거기까지는. 예.
그래서 이영호 선수가 이렇게 꼼꼼하게
Something like that.
선택하는 이유, 예, 얼마 전이었죠. 손찬호 선수와 경기를 펼쳤을 때 거의 뭐
She should have went. She actually did visit me in Korea. She broke up with me, but then we stayed friends, and she came and visited me in Korea for a little bit.
3시 쪽에다가 로드
Oh, get back behind the wall, Marine.
피해를 주는 정치. 그래서
There you go.
반대쪽 위치다 보니까 이제 9시를 꼼꼼하게 정찰해주는 예, 그런 모습이죠 이영호 선수.
그러니까 그렇기 때문에 아까 최윤선 선수가 말씀하신 것처럼 네시 쪽에 파일럿
Yeah.
쏘면서
I ended up convincing her, like, later on, she saw that I was successful in Korea, and she was like, oh,
SCB의
oh, that's actually, like, you're being legit. I'm impressed.
상대방의 본진에 갈 생각이
He's microing this Marine really well.
사실 본진에 들어가지 않았기 때문에요. 파일런이 뭐 모자르지 않은지 확인하기 어려운 상황인데 아예 뭐 본진을 신경을 안 쓰고
Can't micro against the Dragoon, though.
무조건 진짜 더블 커맨드 성공한 이후에 완벽하게 방어하면서 중장기전 이상으로 올라가면 내가 이기겠다라는 생각이 있는 거예요.
Oh, Marine dead. Is there a tank about to pop out? Otherwise, he's pretty screwed.
못했다기보다는 일부러 컨트롤 안 한 것 같습니다. 그래요.
Yeah, he's just gonna be able to repair until a tank comes. So, not a big deal.
줄여가면서 SCB 하나 더 누를 생각으로 말을 줘버린 거
That career in Korea. Quiz, where is that from?
여러 가지 생각이 있었던 플레이였어요.
I have no idea.
사실 뭐 머리 한 마리가 쓸모가 없어요. 시간이 지나가면 갈수록
All you have to do is show the WCG 2003 video at the internationals at the Olympic Stadium.
강제어택으로 잡아줄 수도 없고요. 또 정찰을 보내면 얘가 또 금방
I mean, I guess,
자, 다시
I don't know.
생각하고 있는 가운데
Because I wasn't going to be doing something like that. But like I said, it was just, you know, she just like,
발견했고요.
video games in America doesn't sound like a thing that's real, you know?
테란이 갑갑합니다라고 말씀드릴
People have kind of a bias against it.
애초에 이영호 선수의 SCB
So, you know, if maybe she thought of it more as like, oh, well, I'm starting a broadcasting career, you know, I'm working for an international broadcasting company. That's a different way of looking at it. But because it was gaming, she was a little bit biased against it, I think.
최은선 선수가 좀 평범하게
But yeah, that's the other thing. It was like we were like right just on the cusp of it. You're right. Like
이영호 선수와
it wasn't big yet, and so it was hard to see that it was going to get so big.
이영호 선수 꺾기 진짜 어렵거든요.
But I mean, I kind of take some credit for that, honestly. Like, I think that some of the stuff that me and Diggity and everyone did in bringing the Korean esports to English-speaking audiences, and like the live events that we did and the numbers that we were putting up, I think the fact that we were able to put a lot of numbers on the board on YouTube and on live shows proved that there was an audience willing to watch gaming outside of Korea. And that's one of the reasons why, you know, StarCraft 2 blew up, because people thought it was going to be a big esport. Because they said, oh, well, maybe StarCraft 2 is going to be like StarCraft 1 in Korea, but worldwide. So, you know, and that's partly because we were able to put up really big numbers with foreign audiences, with international audiences. Depeche Mode? Okay. I am bad at... I think I've said it before, but I'm bad at trivia. Am I still in the SC2 scene? Not a bit. Not a bit. I still will watch... occasionally I'll watch the GSL, like, finals. I think I've watched, like, one or two GSL finals in the last couple years or something like that. But basically not at all. Yeah, I don't follow StarCraft 2 at all. I went to DreamHack about 4 years ago, and I watched, was his name Neeb? I watched Neeb win DreamHack in Austin about 4 years ago, so I watched a little bit of StarCraft 2 then. But I haven't followed the scene a long time. I couldn't even tell you who any good players are right now. The last winner of anything you remember was Huck at MLG Orlando. Huck, I've seen Huck around a little bit lately in some stream chats and stuff like that. Huck is in, I see him in Livy B's chat sometimes, for example. Hey minions, how's it going? You got here both just in time and also too late, because this game is, I think, gonna get kind of silly pretty soon. It's gonna get pretty cool from what we're predicting here, but it's the last game I'm gonna be watching, I think. All right. Oh, I forgot to put up who this is. Flash versus Yoon. There we go. Been working on your car, nice. Man, I wish I was good at working on cars. I wish I was like, that was a skill I had, but I just never have tried to learn auto mechanic stuff at all. I have a feeling it's probably something that like when I work on a computer, it's like sometimes people are like, oh my god, it's this crazy, you're a wizard that you can figure out how computers work. And I'm like, yeah, I just go in the settings and I mess around and see if what works. I Google stuff, you know? So I have a feeling that probably working on cars is similar, where it like seems like magic if you don't know how it works. But when you do know how it works, it's like maybe not that complicated. But I've never learned it. The whole interior has been removed. You wait till you have to put it back. Well, that's even harder core though, if you're even dealing with like the interior stuff. Like, cause then that's a whole, isn't that like a whole different set of skills? Like upholstery and crap is like different than the engine type stuff. I don't know. You're soundproofing your car? Why are you soundproofing your car? Are you gonna like want to blast music or something like that? Cause it's old? Okay. Oh, it's a 91. Okay. So you just don't want to hear the car sound as much. Right-hand drive from Japan. Wait, Minions, where are you again? Texas. Okay, I thought you were U.S., but I wasn't sure. That's kind of crazy. Is it legal to drive a right-hand drive car in the U.S.? I guess it probably is, isn't it? I know someone who has a van who's right-hand drive, actually. It's gotta be weird, though. It's gotta be weird. I've driven right. I had a right-hand drive car briefly, but I was in Ireland where they drive on the left, so it was like the normal there. So, but it was weird for me to get used to it. But because it matched the road, it was like kind of okay. I don't know. Maybe it's not that weird. I guess if you get used to it. USPS. Yeah, I know, but that's a special circumstance. Oh, but I guess you're right. Like, it can't be illegal if the post office is doing it, right? Although they could get some special permit, I guess. But that's because they're doing it so they can jump out on the right-hand side of the car or, you know, put shit in the mailbox or whatever. Flash is moving out of the middle map. This is a really small map, isn't it? What is the win rate for Terran on this map? I feel like Terrans have got to be favored on this map, right? I'm gonna look it up real quick on the side. Let's see here. Win rate, TVP. This has a favorable win rate for Protoss, actually. This is a 55% win rate for Protoss on this map. All time. Terrans have a slightly better win rate versus Zerg, though. And Zerg have a 57% win rate versus Protoss. Alright, here's recall attempt number 1. Oh, he dodged the EMP, but he's just gonna die to turrets. The vessel is chasing the Arbiter. So this is actually not a Terran favored map. Versus Protoss. I'm actually a little surprised by that. Yeah, you pull up to a light and the other driver's like right there. That would be awkward. And oh, is an Arbiter about to kill a dropship? Oh no, he missed the last shot. Oh, he's got 2 more shots. Okay, tank gets plopped down. Okay, actually the Arbiter's just bad, so it took a lot of hits to kill the dropship. I thought it was like almost dead. Hey, Celerity. How's it going? So not much done with his tank. It reminds me of like that video. Have you seen the video where the guy stops at the light? He rolls down his window, and the guy in the car next to him has his window rolled down. And he says, "Hey, excuse me. Would you mind if we sat in awkward silence for a minute?" And the guy says, "Yeah, yeah." And then he just kind of sits there. He looks over. He looks at the road. Looks at the guy, looks at the road. It's really awkward. It's actually beautiful, awkward silence. He does awkward silence really well. Hey, Future, what's going on? How's it going? How was the rest of your stream earlier? Two probes and a cannon. That's all you need. It was fun? Cool. We're watching some stuff that's in line with your stream earlier, Future, because Future, he was streaming earlier, he was doing silly builds. Ooh. Did that EMP catch it? Yeah, I think the EMP caught the Arbiter. It's hard to tell, though, because the hit points are gone. Future is doing, like, scout rushes and DT drops and stuff like that. So we're watching some fun Protoss tactics right now. I don't know if you want me to spoil it for you, but this game has a specific tactic in mind. Oh, did we just see it? Maybe I missed it. Yeah, Future was developing new meta. Is he trying to bait the EMP? Oh, there's the recall. He got the recall off. All right, you can spoil. So this is we're watching games that use hallucination. The last game we watched was Nalra versus Goodfriend, and it was on an island map. He went 2 bases, and he straight up rushed 2 Stargate Arbiters, and he literally he hallucinated like 8 fake Arbiters, and he ran in with like 10 of them, and he double recalled and won the game instantly. It was amazing. It was from like 2004, so that's why it was kind of crazy. All right, there's the hallucinations. He scanned it. He just saw the Arbiters. Does he know what's about to happen, though? Oh, he EMP'd the back ones! I forgot. I mean, I think if you'd asked me, I would have realized it, but I forgot the EMP instantly pops the hallucinations. So when he EMP'd it, he actually killed the hallucinations. But it's a good way to bait EMPs. Yeah, he's making him waste EMP a lot, right? So, Future, you might know about this map, actually. Why is this map Protoss favored versus Terran in the stats? It's like 55% Protoss win rate. I would have expected this to be a Terran map, because it's got so many choke points and stuff. Hallucination is cheaper than EMP? Cause Pusagi. I think hallucination is 100 energy and EMP is 150, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it seems like such a Terran map, right? With all the bridges and stuff, you'd think. I don't know. Dark Archon. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. What is the Dark Archon for? Feedback? Is he going to feedback the vessels? Yeah, this is a good carrier map. That's true. That might be why. Now, even if this is a slightly Protoss favored map, though, this is Flash versus some nobody Protoss, so we'll see what happens. There's more of them. He's just gonna keep sending in groups of... I don't think he's sending in real Arbiters. He's just baiting the EMPs. Oh, he's gonna go in, bait the EMP, and then go for the feedback. It's right there. Do it. Do it, bro. Do it. He feedbacked. He feedbacked. So he can't EMP. Are they all hallucinations? There's a real one. The last one's real, isn't it? But it got EMP'd by the other vessel. Oh, the other vessel was like barely the edge of the second EMP. Caught it. Oh, that would have been so epic. Feedbacking the vessel to stop the EMP and going all over on top of turrets. Oh man. This is the second game that we've watched today where Flash has been really good with EMPs, actually, to stop Arbiters. Oh, he finally got an EMP. He got another recall off. I think he might have run out of EMPs. Because I think you can only have one EMP on a vessel, basically. There's another one. Where's he going? He just wanted to lose an Arbiter, I guess. Poor Yoon is right. He just keeps making them, though. He's just got those Templar in the middle of the map that he's just constantly... he's got them just chilling there, making hallucinations over and over again. Yeah, the zooms were good. So many turrets. That was a real Arbiter, wasn't it? Why does he just keep throwing away Arbiters on the turrets? Alright, Flash is like, it's done now. I'm sick of this shit. I'm moving out now. Let's cut the BS. I'm attacking. See if you can stop this with all your hallucinations. Okay, is he gonna get one off? He got a recall off! The Arbiter immediately died though. Like, it's kind of cute what he's doing. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Mega Farrakos. He's not good at pressing R. This is the most crucial skill for a Protoss player, and he's not as good at it, unfortunately. Oh well. That Dark Archon is still chilling over there. Is he finally gonna get the left base? He scans it, he knows what's happening. The vessel's right there. Okay, he's finally got it. He's keeping Flash from killing him. Like, Flash could just run his whole army across the map and stomp him right now, and he's keeping him from doing that by doing all this shenanigans on the side. So it's pretty good in that sense. But he's throwing away so many Arbiters, though. And he's used so much energy on High Templar for these hallucinations. I want to see that Dark Archon do something else, but I don't think it's destined to do anything else interesting. I was hoping he was gonna like mind control a vessel or something like that. That would have been pretty sweet. But I don't know. See, this is kind of why I would think this would be a Terran favored map, because right now, like, the map is just divided in half, right? And usually when the map is divided directly in half, the Terran has an advantage. I don't know. Is Yoon going to win? I don't know, man. He's doing better than I thought. I thought he would have lost by now, honestly. And he shut down Flash's expansion. Oh. Is he going to go for the main? Oh, he's being chased. Does he have an EMP? He does. What? He missed it. Did he miss it? Hold on a sec. Did he miss the EMP? Or did it just like go off anyway or something? I think he... Well, I don't know. I was looking at the shields. Yeah, the shields went down to 0. I've seen that before. I think it's like sometimes if the recall has been initiated before the EMP lands or something like that. So it must have been like he clicked R just a moment before the EMP landed and it like took a second to go off. I don't know. It looks like he actually hit the EMP though. But the recall still went off. I feel like I've seen that a couple times before. Is Yoon actually gonna win this game? What is going on? What are those probes doing? What is going on? Oh, the Ursidon died in the battle. One of the critters died. He just hacks. Alright, well, Flash, I mean, it looked like he was doing well, but now Flash has held off the attacks and he's counterattacking. So I don't know.
예. 단순히 진짜 지금은 예, 이영호 선수가
It's running the pros. I think he didn't know that Flash had that base. I think he didn't know Flash had 3 o'clock. I think he was going to try and distance mine it. There's so many turrets. Is he gonna do it? Nope, those were hallucinations. It's amazing that he's still continuing to try and do this, even though there's so many turrets. He like just keeps running these arbiters through so many turrets. Oh, is he gonna get into the main with another recall? Clear it out before. There he goes. Flash is starting to have a hard time keeping up with all these recalls everywhere.
이 유닛 조합에 딱 들어와야 되거든요.
자, 이제는 명확해졌습니다. 3시 쪽 밀고 3시. 예, 본진 리콜 대 병력들 가지고는 시간 최대한 벌면서 이득도 보고 팩토리 깨고 가장 중요한 거는 3시 쪽 미는 거예요. 미느냐 못 미느냐 그것이 최연선의 미래를 결정합니다.
자, 밀 수 있는 기초 탱크가 탱크 쪽 다가오기 시작하거든요. 질러.
여기 밀고 멀티도 먹고 9시 멀티도 먹어야
I don't think he's gonna. Well, he's attacking on the right side at the same time. Yeah, but Flash is sieged up on the right. There's nothing he can do there.
깨졌어요.
그래도 최은선 선수가
Yeah, he should definitely drop some mines in his main. I don't know why he hasn't been dropping more mines.
몇 번 이렇게 실패를
He's already. I mean, he's mech obviously, so like, wouldn't be that hard to get some vultures, put some mines down.
김가을 감독이 이래서 아마 최우선 선수를 믿고 기용한 것 같아요.
No more cash.
의도한 바는 조금 더 빨리 상대방이
Yoon, it looks like Yoon hasn't taken bottom left, which is like a free base for him, so I'm not sure why.
않았던 거고. 자, 어쨌든
I'm not sure why he hasn't, but
그런 건 나와주는 굉장히 좋죠. 예. 근데 굉장히 바쁜 거예요. 지금 최은선 선수를 할리신 내에서 사용을 해주고 어디를 리콜 들어가려고 생각을 하고 있는데 정신이 없어요.
나는 복사만 하고 있는 거야 지금.
정말 이 할루시네이션이라는 스킬을
anyway.
판격이가 있나.
Can't believe this is working. How's it going, Binary Fusion, by the way?
복사를 했습니다.
I mean,
정말 진풍경이 나오네요.
I still feel like Flash's macro is just gonna carry him. Like, anyway. Again, just look at the minimap, right? Like, Yoon just doesn't have... He never took bottom left, I don't think. Like, he just doesn't have any bases. Flash has 3/5 of the map or something like that.
선수가 참을 대로 참았는데 얼마나 강력하겠습니까?
It was cute. It was a cute idea.
예. 자, 자원 채취가 되고 있는 유일한
It was fun.
뺏어내고 있는
Does he have bottom left? Okay, maybe I'm just not seeing it right. It's hard to tell on the minimap.
보여줄 것인지 피날레.
예, 최은선 선수 그래도 물량은 잘 나옵니다.
His Dark Archon is still over on the left side.
SCB를 뺀
Mind control the SCV.
마인드 컨트롤 업그레이드가 되어 있어야 되는데
I just heard the Korean casters say mind control also. They were thinking the same thing. Good to see you back. Thank you, Binary Fusion.
어려워졌습니다. 이제는 예.
It's good to be back.
그런 것 같습니다.
테란의 병력이 워낙에 강대하죠.
자, 스테이시 시원하게 한번 여러분의 덩이를 날려버리는 스테이시 삼수 써주고
네, 테란의 승리가 바로 눈앞에 있어요.
Nice stasis.
먹을 만한 병력이 없다는 것. 그것
How is Yoon still in the game? Like, I thought he was dead a minute ago. I think he still is dead.
병력이 예, 지금은 이제
But
전까지는 뭐 교전이 없어서 자원이 많이 있기 때문에 병력이 많이 나왔다 해도요. 지금은 이제 상황이에요.
he's had a few Goliaths, but I don't know where they were. I think they were dealing with the main base. Now Flash is parked on his rally point, so okay, you're right. He does have bottom left base. There's the GG. Good attempt, Yoon. It was a good attempt. Man, that was just like crazy. Like, he was just tenacious. Just absolutely tenacious. Just like constantly throwing arbiters everywhere and losing a bunch of them for no reason, by the way. Or losing, not for no reason, but losing a bunch of them for no gain, I should say. So, there's the Samsung bench being like, what the hell, Yoon? Although he probably practiced that specifically for that match, though, because that was Pro League. So like he was preparing exactly for that matchup against Flash. So he was trying to basically kind of a sniper build is what it was going for. Game was played 12 years ago. Feels so old, man. Yeah. We're all boomers now, man. We're all boomers. Yeah, Yoon lasted a long time. It felt like it almost worked for a little bit there, right? Almost worked, but not quite. So, anyway, I am. Let's see, how long have I been streaming for? Oh, just under 3 hours. I guess. Yeah, I usually end around now, but I started a little bit later than usual. But I'm kind of exhausted. I have not been sleeping well lately, and even though I slept a lot today, it was like kind of the sleep where you're like half asleep and then you get a text message and you wake up and you try and go back to sleep and you get another text message. And I had to leave my text messages on, so because I didn't know if I was needed for some work stuff. So anyway, but have a good night, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and raid. I'm gonna raid Live in Pink, who is an old friend of mine, and she's playing some StarCraft 2 right now. And I'm gonna raid her because she's playing StarCraft 2, but also she is raising money for charity. So if you're interested in watching some StarCraft 2, I don't think she's like a top player or anything like that, but she's fun to watch anyway. And if you want to go support her and maybe drop some donos for whatever cause she is supporting. I forget what she said. I think it's Extra Life, right? What she's doing? I don't remember. Anyway. So I'm going to raid her, but I will be back on Saturday afternoon. So we'll do some more VODs and chill then. And maybe we'll watch that GG Play Stork game that people were talking about before. But thanks for joining, everybody. I'll be back later. And I'm going to try and, probably tomorrow, I'm going to try and get some more games on YouTube as well, since I've been busy, so I haven't been able to do that lately. So have a good night, everybody. Take care.